Okay. We are doing it again. We are doing another Sunday art stream. I think that's gonna become a tradition around here. Depending on how long I go, I might swipe over to a game in a little while. Um, but to get started, we're definitely doing the art, doing the arts. Um, I'm gonna get the music going here. Uh, I don't know. This is probably something I'm never gonna come back to. Some of these are things I'll never come back to, but whatever. Um, these is I want to show this though because I worked on this the last like over a couple of days. This is friend of mine there. uh OC slash a character that's kind of based on them. It's like them as a gnome, basically. But it's Diesel Tunes, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Like, there's obviously still things that can be improved. Um, but like, if we compare that to um even my redraw of my demon guy, there's I feel like a lot of improvement. I also got the hair down pretty good, which I'm very happy about because I have always struggled to draw hair, and I feel like I got it pretty good here. Uh, I watched a few tutorials on it, and I actually asked Diesel themselves, like, "Hey, do you have any tips on drawing hair? Because I suck at it." Um, but I drew this for them because they had been sick for a while, and they, were feeling down and stuff. And I just wanted to make something for them. But yeah, I'm very happy about how it's turned out. And I just kind of wanted to show it. I'm sure they wouldn't mind me showing it. Um, they wanted me to show it off to the people in uh, a group, a community Discord that we're both in. Um, after I showed it to them, so uh, you're like, go show it to people. Show them how much you've improved. I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to be drawing today exactly. I might do like a third attempt at this character because I still want to refine this character. Um, but I also might just fuck around and do kind of um it's kind of whatever. Do something else. I have Pinterest pulled up. I'm gonna look for some references for some things. There is a character for my D&D campaign that I kind of want to um create a custom image for, and custom design for, and I might work on that some. What was people scroll up in the thing. What I thought. I also realized. I also had asked Beazle about like, hey, what do you recommend for like a default canvas size and stuff? Uh, and and figured out that probably a lot of the crashes and stuff that I've had with Brita is because I've been using way too big of canvases. Like my computer can technically handle it, but also I don't need to use canvases that big. There's just no reason for it. Um, quite frankly, uh, just get the music going here. We'll get started on something. But yeah, I think this might be our Sunday streams because Sunday I can usually stream in the afternoon and stuff, which is something I can't do most of the week. It just doesn't work for me. Um, but I can do Sunday afternoon stream. Um, and I don't know. I just like quite frankly, drawing has like consumed my life a little bit. I've become like a little obsessed with it to the point where I'm like, this is most of what I want to do. I thought about playing some Pathfinder this afternoon, and we still might do that. Um, but like the thing about it is, I'm just like like I just like doing it a lot. It's chill, a good time. I want to change that to just like white. Ah, so let's see. Um, but there is a villain character in my D&D campaign who is one of the ancient gods that our players need to defeat. Uh, and I'm kind of thinking I might work on a very rough design for them because I want to have like a custom token for them, and I refuse to use AI. I can't really afford to commission somebody um to make something. Um, but the character is Ongerix, the Veiled Envy. And basically they're a corrupted god uh, that let me check my notes here. Sure, I matched them up. Used to be the goddess of rivalry. Uh, they are also the warlock patron for our warlock player, and I want to. It's not quite in this very next arc they're going to be going into, because it won't be probably until they're about level 5 that I have them take this character on. Um, but they're going to be uh having to fight this former god, this corrupted god. Um, and so I'm trying to get like some ideas and like look at some different things that I might like in terms of character design for them. Um, it would be really cool if I could do like uh a full on um like full art for the character and then like a close up uh head drawing for their token, but I don't know what I'm going to be able to do because I have not practiced drawing bodies or um hands or anything yet. Um and that is definitely something that's going to be a challenge. Uh where did okay, that one actually saved as a real JPEG. For some reason, when I've been downloading images off of Pinterest to like use as like references and stuff, um, a lot of them have just been downloading as this like file that's just named JPEG, and I don't know why. And then I have to like rename them. the just bear with me. I will get to doing some art here. I'm just collecting references real quick. Ooh, that is uh, damn. I like like at least this person has the integrity to label that they used AI in that image. Uh, these into our reference program. That gives us some references to look at. Yeah, enough to start sparking some ideas anyway. I think the first thing we might do is we might try and draw a hand study, though. Because, as I said, I have no practice drawing hands, and hands are probably like the most difficult part of the body, almost. One of the most difficult parts, if not the most difficult. I also found out, and I'm a dummy that I didn't realize this, I have, because of like the brushes that I downloaded and installed in here. I have um like perspective grid, just like perspective grid stamps, basically, that I can use, that I can just put in, like select, and it'll just stamp them. That's not quite a perspective grid, but there is one, like there is a like a 3-point perspective grid. I don't know where. I put like probably too many brushes in here, to be honest. Um, that's like a problem I tend to have with anything that I start getting into. I'll be like, I want to have all of the possible resources that I can have. And then it's like, oh no, now I'm overwhelmed by the number of resources that I have. Why did I do this to myself? And the answer is hubris. Hubris, I tell you. Um, yeah, I can't find it right now, but it's in here somewhere. But let's pretend to find a pencil. What are you? What do you say you are? I don't know why when I hover over them, ink brush. I don't want an ink brush. I want just a pencil. You sketch pencil. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at my hand background. Ah, ah, stop being unwieldy. Bad program, bad. I'll put you to bed without any supper. Um, I'm also going to draw this hand that has, like, might do a couple of hand studies. Um, we, quite frankly, we probably will, because, just, it's not quite. Okay. Yeah. Let's do, let's think about this. put on my brain smart cap. Wish I had more space to work with. I think that's part of my problem with whoop, drawing like good straight lines is I just don't have the space I need to like draw comfortably. Uh, I'm terrible at drawing cylinders. Right. Okay, now that God damn it. Circuit cylinders. Why can't everything just be blocks? Cylinders? Cylinders are stupid. I'm also not very worried about it because, like, to be fair, this is going to be like a very, this is just like to very roughly block out the shape of things. So there's our wrist. And then, come on. And go. Just gonna draw all the planes of this cube, even though I don't really need to. Like that. And then over here, I'll have I don't want to draw. You know what? I'm not going to draw it as a cylinder. Fuck it. We'll just draw it as a rectangle. I'm not teaching art. I'm just doing it. Okay, I can see it. I can see the vision of what's going on here. I just gotta block in the other fingers. It's not right. I may not have made our palm big enough, or I may have made this finger too big. Yeah, something's not right proportionally. I don't think, but we'll find out. We'll find out as we block the other fingers in, and then things like slowly don't uh have enough room to exist. The last joint, this finger basically continues the same trajectory, because maybe a little bit this way, but too much. do this from the wrong corners. It's enough for me to get the idea. Ow. God damn it. Hmm. It's too enough. Oh, you know what it is? You know, weird. Still does arc there, but then it like comes back and almost connects like in the middle of the finger there, because this, yeah, it'll make sense when we actually draw the whole thing. It doesn't make anatomical sense. God damn it. I do this all the time too, where I take up too much space on the canvas. I draw too big. So we're gonna end up with a finger that's like kind of squished in there. Either that or cut off at the top. Let's have a slight and yeah, we're just gonna have to cut this finger, have this finger cut off and going out of frame because as usual I am bad at determining proper okay. This is done. like that. Overall, the general shape and stuff is there. It's a confusing mess to look at, but that's okay. Turn the opacity way down, and then we're going to do a rough sketch in a different color. Yeah. I do want to use that line back here as like our back of the wrist line, and then we can curve it up and do another line up like that. General. I want this. I need this a little bit. Oh, I. Oh, wait. I need to put on another layer. I'm like, why is this so light? It's because I'm still on the same layer. That's something that I forget to do a lot, is create a new layer. And then I'll sketch too much in, and then I'm like, well, I can't do this. I have to stick with this all on this layer now, I guess. There we go. That's probably a bit too big. Shape out the knuckles later. Just want to kind of get a general overall. If I can make, I might be able to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. like a claw for a little bit. Right here. Something's not right up here. What should happen is we have this little tiny bit of this finger that comes out here, and then Okay, yeah, and then this is why we didn't have, because then it takes the slightest of really even that is more than what's in the actual image, but we'll do that, yeah. God damn it. I think it looks weird and disproportionate in places and gross and yucky. But like especially this finger. This finger looks just like I feel like I didn't make it thick enough. Maybe it should have been like a little bit more like a little better looking. It's not still not great. Better. Still weird. Um I mean you can definitely tell it's a hand. And I don't think any of the fingers are hugely disproportionate to the others. So it's not like awful for a first attempt at drawing a hand. But like this is the put up oh, that's not the reference image we were looking at. Uh this is the reference image we were looking at compared to the shape I ended up with. Now, I mean some of it is definitely helped by like the shadows and highlights and stuff that they put on theirs, but there's still just some stuff about it that just isn't quite right. Um, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I think this finger here is the culprit because it is larger than the others in terms of overall. Um, size. I could do something like that, make it a little smaller. Otherwise, we'd have to move all the other fingers up. Um, but yeah, for my first hand study, I don't think it's bad. I'm not gonna color it and everything. I am gonna save it though. Now. We stuck with the general shape that we had blocked out pretty well, which is good. Um, I think there's just some technical things that need to look better. We could add some details in that would help it look a little better. And definitely coloring and like adding shadows and highlights and stuff would help as well. Um, in the actual drawing, this whole like the front part of the fingers is um I can't words right now. But yeah, this finger here definitely um like if I were to go in and this one right here, I definitely think is a problem. There's some weird stuff going on there in particular. These ones don't look too bad. The thumb kind of looks weird, but it also kind of looked weird in the original drawing. Um, so like based on the reference I was going with, I don't think I have an issue with the thumb too much. Maybe I might like if I were to change something, I might make it a little bit like make the palm a little chunkier and that way I have to like fix that curve a little bit there, but I almost need it to swoop low or that sum to work. There we go. That looks a little bit better with the thumb. Just brought it up ever so slightly now. That does create a little bit of a weird thing there with the pinky finger, but pinky finger already looks weird, so I don't really care. But we'll save that. Might have my friend look at it later to get their critique of it. I think I'm gonna do uh another attempt at our demon guy. That feels good. So let me just get the reference board for him pulled up. And then I'm also gonna drag in, let's see, our second attempt reference, rough sketch, compared to our first attempt rough sketch. Uh, close that. Okay. just use the ellipses tool for getting actually the move tool back out. Not gonna work. It's gonna be too big. Okay, that's gonna be the very rough head shape. Art time. Yeah. Hi, Basil. I'm doing art. I'm doing the demon dude again. How is you, Beetle? Just popping in. That's fine. I appreciate you coming to say hi. I hope you have a good day. That's that's fairly good. Uh yeah, just take care of yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. That's all, you know, all you can do. Make sure you get yourself fed and drink enough water and stuff and stuff like that. Um uh you did mention that. I also forget to do it though. But I do have a hotkey for it, at least. Um, yeah, I don't know. I did a hand study earlier, and I general shape was uh pretty good. There were a couple places that are weird and wonky. I'll have to show you later. Um, hate drawing detail for the ears. I don't like thinking about what ears look like. I like that I put the plug-in in that gives me just little sounds for the pencil and the eraser. I don't even know if I don't think you guys can hear them right now because I didn't set up the audio to actually capture it. Blah, blah, blah. No! I won't do it. I won't. You cannot make me. I know it would be easier. You are right, and I realize this. I need to get out of the uh awkward habit of um making, yeah, the sounds are fun. It just makes it feel a little bit more like, ooh, I'm actually drawing. Um, well, I hate when that happens. I don't know how to keep that from happening. Well, yeah, but like I don't know. It feels more like, oh, like when you draw in, uh, like pen and paper. I am hyped for Art Academy. I'm so excited. I can't wait. That's not what I want. That's too big to get in there. God damn it. Why does that keep happening? I don't know why that keeps happening. Um, what was I gonna say? I need to get out of the habit of like immediately wanting to fill the entire canvas size that I'm using. Because like I have a tendency to be like, even with this, it's like, oh, I didn't really have room for the horns. So they kind of they're tiny and they're squished in. Because I needed to fit them in. Oh, I gotta lower the pixel size back down. I hate when I know what I'm trying to do and I can picture it in my mind. Which that is something that I found is interesting is my like drawing has helped like make my aphantasia not as bad. Like I'm able to picture things like in my head better now. When I didn't have like really any sort of like ability to do that. Like I could get like snapshots of things I had actually seen in real life before, but like beyond that it was kind of like nothing. Now I can like kind of picture what I want things to look like in my mind. I still have a hard time, like, I think if I clean, I think the other eye's too big now. Um, I still have trouble, like, seeing things, like, three-dimensionally in my head. Okay, yeah, I think that looks better. A little more. I don't know. I don't like the tongue still. I don't really like the teeth either. I'm gonna redo the teeth entirely, actually. Probably the tongue, too. I don't know. Tongue, it just like... Tongues are weird, man. Especially snake tongues. Pull up a reference board and look at... Because I have a few different reference images for snake tongues specifically. At least I should. Why aren't they in here? I have to find the images. Just put them in there. The only thing I don't like about Pure Wrath is Send. Okay. Ooh, yes. Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that sometime. Mhm. Pull up. You know what? Let me open. Uh, so this is my first attempt at a hand study that I did earlier. I circled places where I think I can see clear issues, like this finger up here. There's just a weird amount of distance. Um, and then the pinky just looks weird. I couldn't get it to look right. Um, the thumb looks kind of weird, but that's also how it looked in the reference I was using. Um, so, but I could probably like slim it down some, make it a little less gimmicky looking, but I don't think it's bad for a first attempt at drawing a hand, like, that's not just like a circle with some lines coming off of it. uh, let's do just ba 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 da 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 da. Make the mouth not quite so big. I don't like that angle. I'll just leave that tiny. Okay, I like that better. Only thing I might do is with the bifurcation of the tongue, change it up a little bit. A lot of fake tongues that I see. They're like longer and more slender. And we could change up this whole ear and head shape situation we got over here. He doesn't look quite so chubby. No. Just do actually It's still basically the same. It just cuts off a little tiny sliver. And let me look up some images of something here. I kind of like that. That's something I would want to refine. And also still want, I really want this to be more up there a little bit. Just gonna make this ear back here a little more beefy. I don't hate this. I don't hate it. I maybe would bring this up there. Not make it so pronounced a point up here. And then nostrils a little bit. Did the eyes over. Now we take the opacity of this layer and lower it down. Another layer on top of it, which will be our line art. Uh, Black for our line art. What are we gonna use for our line art as far as the pen goes? So I have too many options. Azzy! Thanks for the raid, Azzy. Come in, we're just doing some art. Hanging out, chilling. And there's Nyx! Thanks for the raid, Nyx. I can't hear my sound alerts for some reason. Uh-oh. The usual fix isn't working, I don't think. Okay, have a nice lurk. Weird. Don't know. I'm just doing another drawing of my demon dude person. I did. I've been bored for me for days now. That's interesting. That's interesting. Um, yeah. You try and send a channel point redeem. Didn't even go. Ah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't hear it at all. Huh. I'll have to investigate that later. Because that's not good. Um, I did a hand study earlier, and there are a few obvious places where it looks weird. But for a first time drawing a hand that like isn't just like a circle with some lines, I think it turned out pretty good. I thought about just playing Pathfinder this afternoon, and then I was like, but I want to do art. I feel like art is all I want to do lately. We were looking for a line art. Pen to use. Brush for our line art. I just have too many. Freaking brushes installed, and I haven't settled on one that I like to use for the line art yet. What does this look like? Try that. Let's use G. Ah, let's try. That's an art tip I got is work with the natural way that your body wants to draw curves. So then if you need to draw curves in a way that feels like your body feels resistant to, just like rotate your canvas. Or if you're using a actual pen and paper, rotate your sketch pad. Major part of that line. Don't ask me why or how or why I do the line art in the order that I do. I just do. Uh, it's just the way that my brain flows. Undo these two teeth. I don't like them. Good job, Sarybot. God, my dog is snoring so loud right now. I can't. You probably can't hear it, but they're just snoring and snoring, and it sounds like there's a pig snorting in the background in my room right now. I have a feeling I know why my sound alerts weren't working. Yep, now I hear them. I had them muted from last night, from when we were doing D&D. I mute them during the D&D streams so that they'll still pop up, but I don't want them to go off. Uh, so I did the thing that I usually do, make sure that I can, like, I'll hear them in OBS, but I didn't check to see that they were unmuted. Um, so that's good. That's an easy fix. That plus. Got left to film. Hi, Dapper. How are you? That's good. That's good. It's bad. That is not good at all. Okay. There it is with the line art. Now, there's a little bit of mess right there. Yeah. I can almost guarantee you if I try and fill this with a base color, it's going to fill the background because I never get all my lines connected. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out if that happened. Let's use the DC Comics palette. Oh, shit. I mean, I didn't get my horn completely full compared to, like, from the head. I didn't get it separated, but that's okay. I don't know if I want it that dark though. You can go in and just paint over the horn. That's that's huge. That's huge news. Yep, yep. I figured that was gonna happen. Figured some of the that tooth is gonna be hard to go in and fill. Okay, fair. Yeah, I'm bad at connecting my lines, as we're seeing here, but I'm just trying to get some base colors on it. Okay. That'll work. That we can work with, and then we go back in and take care of things. I don't know why I put that on my line art layer because I forgot to create a new layer, but it's on the line art now. Um, Actually, let's undo. We're gonna undo all the fill tool stuff on the line art because I don't want it on the line art layer. I can't type either. Now, I want to layer to a black. We're just gonna go in and we're gonna connect these little places that aren't connected. That's the thing though, I kind of like stylistically when not all the lines in the line art connect for different things. Oh, that's right. This should not be. This should not be. Yeah, yeah. I didn't really do this line art super sketchy because I'm just trying, like, I wanted to try and get, like, clean line art or cleaner line art. But I do like sketchy line art. I do like a pencil brush that has sketchy line art. There's an artist that I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. She also is a VTuber. Um, I don't know how often she streams. I don't think she streams super often. But Lavender Town. I really like her art style. It's very cool. It's very pretty. And her line art definitely has like the sketchiness to it. Lavender, yeah, you know Lavender Town. She is awesome. I love her shit. Um, I also learned because I did a drawing for a friend that of their like OC character slash like it's kind of like based on them a little bit, but basically their OC character. And they like when I did all the colors, it still looked kind of flat. And I'm like, I don't really like how it looks, but I'm afraid to like try and do too many shadows and stuff and have it look bad because I'm not like super great at that yet. Um, so I but Lavender Town, she had a short where she's like, "Hey, if you struggle with like blend," and I'm like, I really struggle with blending color. She's like, if you struggle with blending, well, yeah, I have been. It's just specifically for that drawing, I was like, I think this is really good. It really shows like the progress I've made, and they like were someone that helped me, helped teach me, and I was like, I don't want to like I want it to look good, and not like I don't want there to be a lot of imperfections in it. Um, and so I did see a Lavender Town short on YouTube where she was like, "Yeah, if you struggle with um, color and like blending color, what you can do is just put a unifying color layer on your um, art and then lower the opacity, and then that'll give like your character's skin and like the whole art like a new feel because it'll add like a very light color uh that you can't see very much." And I'm like, oh, that's genius. Oh fuck, what did I do? What did I erase that broke it? Whoop. Whoop. It has to be up here where I... Is it up here where I changed that? Yeah, I'm like, what did I do? That's good. Where else could it be? Because it was good before and I didn't really touch the outline except for right up there. Let's see if that fixed it. If that was the culprit there. Nope. Fuck. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, I know what it is. Um, so okay, that's not what I want it to do, though. Um, okay. I see. How do I get this to do what I want it to do? Yeah, what's happening is it's a different layer. I know what I can do. We just go in and let's find. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what I have selected too much, but let's just select that, and then we'll do a gradient of some sort. Why not use Whimsy? And then we're going to go to the background layer and figure out which one of these has the thing, the gradient tool. And then gotta unlock the background layer. Boom. Color. Oh wait, this still won't work. Fuck. Let me think. No, I no, 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 no. Trying to, because what it wants to do when I go to the base color layer and try and fill is it wants to put color only where there is currently color in the um line art layer. I know what I need to do. I'm having a brain blast. Okay, so on the line art layer, no, we need to add another layer in between the two. And just put in mask. Big for big pixels. And it doesn't matter what color we choose. Just underneath the line art. We're just gonna go in. Put color all underneath the line art. And then, if I have done this correctly, fuck you. Okay, okay. And then we need to, uh, the base color below the line art. There we go. And we can just, erase this excess stuff. Oh. Now, technically, if I want to make this like more specific and do like different parts of it, I would need to go in and like select different things. But you could also just completely not do any of this. Because that's kind of a pain in the ass. Um I don't know. Why not just put the colors on the base colors on the line art layer? Because I'm dumb stupid. Just don't know what red. I kind of pinkish magenta-y red. That might be nice. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Purpley, pinky. I like this. Yeah. Or maybe that. That one's more purple. This was the one that's like a nice pinky red. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright. And then just use a dark gray for the inside of the mouth. Some sort of a deep greenish color. Do I want to go real green? No, I don't want to go real green with it. I want more yellowy green. That looks kind of like poopy. Hate that. I don't hate that. Eyes are gonna be very yellow. You want to differentiate. I don't know what I want to do with that up there. I think I want to have like I might go back over it with a thicker um or something that's more textured or something to make it stand out. But it's supposed to be more like a something that's tattooed there than just curious what oh that looks like. Just make them an off-white. Now the horns, not so sure. Need a pen again. Ethan, please. Make them look a little more three-dimensional. It's too much of a curve. I think we might have just gone to a new, yeah, this definitely went to a different, uh, video. We went through a 3-hour, uh, lo-fi video. Like this one. This one pisses me off. I don't like anything about how I drew it. But I think actually, if I think about it, this is like the top of the horn, probably. I don't know. I can't like picture it. That's a problem that I have. I can't think of like I can't picture things in my head like three-dimensionally. So stuff like this where it's like, well, I want to add some details to the horns, but feels like it doesn't feel right, but I also can't. My brain is also just like, I do not comprehend what a three-dimensional object is. I feel like let's do okay. There we go. Now I feel like I need to fix these buttons. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now to go in to that's not base colors, but these are gonna be why did you do this? Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And we're gonna put this all over. Another layer. Oop. We'll do blue. Maybe we need to do like. Oh yeah, I like that better. Come on. I don't like that color, but I do this. I think there. What I want. Yeah. Technically, I can change it to like spray can noises for the airbrush, but it just I don't feel like there's a ton of point. I don't know why. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, but then I see a fundamental flaw in what we have done. How unfortunate. Because I'm like, why is it coloring over the line art? And then I realized why it's coloring over the line art. Because the line art is below it. But if we put the line art above it, then all of our base color goes above everything else, and then we don't get any of the other effects because that's why we don't want to put our base color on our line art layer. I'm just a big dum dum. Come on. Undo it. Did I hit my max undos? Let's do this. That's not what that's not what I want. That's not what you do. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. That, that, that doesn't. See, all of these colors look white when I click on them up there. I guess they do tell me that, like, that one is silver. Um, just everything is unfortunate about this. Oh no, now I turned the line art white. I still have some of the line art that got turned white. But we can deal with it. We can fix it later. I don't feel like doing this anymore. I don't feel like fixing this. I don't feel like keeping on with the coloring process. It is I feel just frustrated. That and I have been sitting here working on this for like 3.5 hours. Well, not this only. I did do a hand study earlier that looked a little bit wonky, but overall was okay for a first attempt at drawing like a non stick person hand. There's a G there. I know there's a G pin in here somewhere. There we go. There's a G-pin. Okay. I think I'm just gonna save it and Doodle Dan. That's what we're gonna save it as, because I feel like it. And then we will go ahead and be done for today. I both really need to pee, and I'm just miffed about all the coloring progress that just went down the toilet because I made a stupid oopsie. Let's see. I follow too many people, most of which I don't know personally. No one from my follower list that that really makes sense. We could rate another art streamer, and hopefully they'll be nice. Someone that has like not a ton of viewers. I think that could be fun. Let's see. All of these people have more viewers than me, but that's because they're all better at art. But that's because they've also probably been practicing for years, and I've been practicing for 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. The best drawing I've done, I'll show you real quick, Tapper. Um, let's get it to open. This is the best one I've done. I did it for my friend who was not feeling well for a while. Um, and I'm really proud of the hair. 'Cause hair is a bitch to draw, and like that's the first time I've ever drawn like decent hair. Um, I mean, obviously, that it's still like there's things that could be improved. I think I like that it kind of gives the vibe of like it could be like a Sesame Street or a Muppet character. Like this could be a puppet. Uh, that's the vibe I get from it anyway. Um, but yeah, I did that for them. That's the best drawing I've done. So, um, And I think that shows a lot of progress for only drawing like every day for 2.5 or 3 weeks, something like that. I think that's real good. I'm just gonna pick someone. Fuck it. Okay, we're just gonna pick someone at random. Well, not entirely at random because I am manually picking them. But this person drawing some pretty cool looking shit. Uh, but it's also maybe not them though. Uh, it's so hard. I'm always so worried when I raid people that I have never that I don't know personally and that I okay, this one got a VTuber. They're drawing. It's just casual drawing. This should be fine. We'll send you over there. Um, and I will be back Wednesday for sure. Maybe before then. I don't know. But Wednesday afternoon I'll probably stream something. So I will see you guys then if I don't see you before that. Have a good time.